go, folks. Time for Food Tribe Happy Hour, if I can get my case on properly. There we go, reconnected. Attach it onto my laptop, a very technical stand. Hi there everyone joining. I'm just setting us up, making sure everyone can see. Join us on a hot Food Tribe Happy Hour. Can everyone see me there? Hi. See Sarah there. Hi folks. How you doing? We're here for an extremely warm and humid, you can see in my hair. And I've finally been able to book a hair appointment. So all of this is going to go. I can look like a normal person again. So hello to everyone joining here on Food Tribe Happy Hour at 5 PM Friday as usual. Whew, we need it. We need some nice, chilled, fruity cocktails. I can tell, and you can see how mad my hair is today. So we're going to be making some awesome fruity cocktails today. Hello to everyone who's joining. It's Friday. As always, I'm going to make 3 cocktails. This week, we're talking all about fruity. I'm going to really dial up some fruit and do some really cool things with fruit, which will hopefully inspire you to have something on this beautiful sunny weekend we've got. Listen, the idea this week came from the idea that my holidays are cancelled. So folks, feel a moment for me that I was supposed to go over to Canada. I was supposed to have his big 30th birthday blowout. It's not happening. We're not going away. Think I'm in the same boat as a lot of people. Our summer holiday plans have been cancelled, but that's fine because I at least live in London, one of the greatest cities in the world, so I can have an amazing staycation. But we need to bring the holiday drinks, the resort drinks, over to our staycation. So these drinks are all supposed to be that kind of sipping. Imagine you've got it from a bar. You can put umbrellas. I couldn't find the little umbrellas. I did have a look today. But I wasn't going too far and wide. But you thought you could pop a sparkler and a little umbrella and loads of chopped fruit on top. We're going for big, long, fruity, chilled drinks in the sunshine for our staycations here, wherever we are. So, we're going to get cracking straight away, partly because the first drink has crushed ice in it, and I'm not convinced that in this heat, the crushed ice is going to survive very long. So the first thing we're going to make is a basil and strawberry daiquiri. A little bit complicated, this one, in terms of the setup. And I think it's worth doing what I've done here, so I'm going to take you through it. So the first thing I want to show you here is this gorgeous bowl of macerated strawberries. So strawberries, like a lot of fruits, they've got lots of sugar in them, got lots of flavour, but they've got tons of water in. And what you can do, if you add sugar to those fruits, just sugar, it'll draw out that liquid, a little bit like salt does, and it'll cure the strawberry, really intensify the strawberry flavour. So we're going to eat the strawberries. But what you also get is this beautiful liquid. You'll see, this beautiful liquid that comes out of the strawberries, which tastes fantastic. So I've got 400 grams of chopped strawberries in here. I've got a handful of chopped basil, which is going to lift that flavour amazingly. Basil, folks, is actually a type of mint. So it works really well with strawberries and in sweet things. It's not just a savoury thing. And then just 25 mils of water, which just really helps the maceration to get going at the start. And I've left that for 3 hours. So 3 hours this has been going, and what we've got now is this beautiful macerated strawberries with this beautiful syrup. I wanted to show it you like that. So that's going to be the base of our daiquiri. So classic daiquiri, you want sugar, you want citrus, you want rum, and that's pretty much it. We're going to add in these beautiful macerated strawberries with this, what I'm calling a cold extracted syrup, no cooking. And it means that the fruity flavour is really bright, it's really in your face, and it's really super strawberry, fresh strawberries, rather than kind of a cooked strawberry, which is what you'd get if you cooked this syrup up. So we'll start building our drink. I'm going to build it in a shaker, partly because I need my chilled ice to stay in the cool bag here. And we're going to start with the juice of half a lime. In here. So I've got my nice knife as usual, lovely lime from local greengrocers. I like my daiquiris to be really citrusy, especially if I'm putting lots of sweet fruit in, and I think lime works particularly well with strawberry. So what I'm going to do is just squeeze my lime into my shaker. Hello to Ellie, hello to Jenny, my good drinking buddies. We've been talking about these cocktails today. So juice of half a lime going in here. Nice fresh lime. Oh, squeeze it in, into your jam jar, into your shaker, whatever you fancy using. Nicely in there. Lime and holidays, right? you know, sunshine, limes. It's what you need. Bit of pulp goes in there. Who cares? It's a bit of lime. These are the sorts of drinks. These sorts of drinks you chew on. There we go. So half a lime is in there. Now I want the juice, the macerated strawberry juice. I'm going to have a single measure of this. So 25 mils. Now what you want to do once you've got your strawberries like this, get yourself a little jug or a little bottle or something, and you're literally just going to strain them out. And what you'll see, that beautiful red liquid pouring out. Do not throw these strawberries away. I will personally hunt you down if you throw these strawberries away. They taste absolutely incredible, and they go perfectly well on top of the drink. We're going to put some fresh ones on. But that beautiful extracted strawberry juice there. And that on its own, with a bit of lime juice, maybe just top it up with some fizzy water, fab. Makes a brilliant soda. So really useful. You can put it in a fridge. It'll last for about a week in a bottle that you've sterilised in the fridge. Don't leave it more than that. It hasn't been cooked, so anything that was on the surface of the strawberries were there. But sugar is a relatively good preservative. So there you go. Drain out all that nice liquid. You leave your macerated strawberries to one side, put them through some ice cream, fold them through something delicious, through a bit of whipped cream. I'm just going to have a little spoonful of them right now. Oh my god, that's so good. I'm going to have another little spoonful. And the basil, you'll see, really lifts strawberries. It's not too intense, it doesn't overpower them, but it gives them a fresh and a garden and a floral, which I absolutely love. So, we now have our cold extracted macerated strawberry juice, which is nice and sweet. And we're going to put 25 millilitres into our lime juice. And I'm using my fancy golden jigger today, because it's the first one I put my hand on. So, lime juice and strawberry, we can give that a little taste. Nothing's going to hurt us. Yes! I might even kick in a bit more strawberry. So going on from about a measure and a half. I just fancy a bit more strawberry today because I've been eating it. There we go. So about a measure and a half I put in there. But do it to taste, remember folks. It's your cocktail. Yeah, there we go. And then, typically people would use for a daiquiri a white rum. Mainly the only reason I'm not using a white rum is that I prefer dark rum. It's got a richer flavour, it's got a fuller flavour, and I don't think that the caramel... We're not going for a really punchy drink here, we're going for a nice... You know, you want to have 4 or 5 of these. That's how it goes. So there we go. We've just got that in there. Again, give it a taste. You always got to give it a taste, know what you're getting. You've got that bright red. Look at the colour on that. Oh, yes. Folks, that's just so good. Just so good. Right. Simple drink this, I said. So, we've got our... Ooh, it's just about survived my crushed ice. It's not done particularly well. You want to double this up, you want to make a jug of it, go for it. It works really well because you don't dilute that down. So keep that nice and neat, and then you're going to pour it over our crushed ice. Just give it a little swirl, get the ice, that's going to dilute it down a little bit. Give it a sip. Ah, that's so good. That is so good. I know I shouldn't say that. It's very, it's not very polite of me to be like, yes, one thing I've made is fab. But guys, it's fab. So have it, please. And then, because I'm fancy, and because people like it, we get strawberry. Kind of look at your angle. Give it a little slush. And then shove a strawberry on the side. And then you have it. Look at the colour on that bad boy. A lovely strawberry daiquiri. Single measures this one. Make a double, go in a bigger glass, but I'm going to have 3 drinks. And give it a sip. Folks, I forgot straws. Bear with me 2 seconds. I thought this was going to be the one time I wasn't going to have to run. I prepared really well, but we're not. So, drinks like this, on the holidays, you want a straw. Because you're sipping it lazily by the pool. Oh, that is what I've been looking forward to. I've been waiting for this drink as the heat's been beating in and I've been doing work. Strawberry daiquiri. Strawberry and basil daiquiri. Decorate the top with a bit of basil if you fancy. but the fresh strawberries. So I'll just quickly go over that again, because remember, it's a slightly complex one this time. So we started it with macerated strawberries. We kind of started this drink actually 3 hours ago, but you're gonna save that time. We're gonna use it again and again. 400 grams of strawberries, 150 grams of caster sugar, and a handful of torn basil. We shoved all that into a bowl, gave it a mix, and then left it for 3 hours with 25 mils of water. Mix it up, leave it for 3 hours. Then all the water will come out of the strawberries, intensifying the strawberries with these lovely macerated strawberries, which we're going to eat later because they're absolutely fantastic. Strain it through a sieve, and what you're left with is the world's most beautiful cold extracted strawberry syrup, which is fresh and delightful and really good, but with that kick of basil. If you don't fancy the basil, don't put the basil in, works just the same. If you fancy a different herb, tarragon, mint, pop them in, it'll do the same thing. Absolutely fab. Great with kids as well. Pop that with some fizzy water. It's a great little soda. So I took a measure and a half, so about 35 mils of the strawberry syrup, but taste it, because different strawberries have different sweetness levels, and to the juice of half a lime. Again, limes are bigger or smaller, so half a lime, enough strawberry to get that balance right for you, then a single measure of dark rum. And I said that you can use white rum, but I prefer dark rum. It's got a rounder, fuller, more caramelly flavour, which I actually think works really well with strawberries, which do like those kind of burnt sugar flavours. Pop it over some crushed ice, get yourself a straw. Oh, and you'll be so happy. Put a little strawberry on the side, because it's holiday drinks, folks. And it just tastes fab. I just, not often I'm sitting here stunned by my own greatness. I shouldn't say that. Folks, don't let me get a big head. Right, so pop these in my rubbish bin. Didn't use my second strawberry. That was in case I wrecked the other one, so I'm just going to quick bite of this. This is weather for strawberries. Okay, let's talk about our second drink. So I'm going to sip on my daiquiri here, very happily. Definitely be having a few more of those this weekend. So the second drink I wanted to make is going to use tequila. I love tequila. Similarly, I think of it as a very kind of holiday spirit, you know? It's the sort of drink you have when you're out. I drink a lot of tequila anyway, I love it. This is a lovely one. I just found this in Waitrose today. I have no idea about the brand, I've never looked it up, but Vivir tequila. It's a tequila reposado, so it's been aged in oak. And it's actually really nice. It's got a really sweet caramelly flavour. Not a million miles from rum. It was only 30 quid as well, which is nice. So I'm going to use this, and it's going to form the base of the drink. And I'm also going to use this, which is one of my favourite ingredients in the world, because it's dead cheap. And so I love mango. Mango's fab. But it's quite expensive. You get loads of it, and it's often not in season. And really don't be having mangoes that aren't in season. What's the point? But this stuff, Alfonso mango pulp, it's not 100% mango. It has got some kind of bits of sweeteners and bits of water in to preserve it. But it's 95% mango. And you get loads of mango, and you can make mango granita, you can make mango ice cream, you can make all sorts of amazing things. What I'm going to make is sort of like a lassi today. So it's not a proper lassi. I'm not going to pretend for 1 second that I'm doing that, but it's got yogurt in it, it's got the Alfonso mango pulp, it's got chili in it, which is going to be fun, and it's got the tequila in it. So I'm just going to start with the chili and the tequila. That's the place to start with this drink. So I'm going to get my jam jar. Nice jam jar here. Oh, open that. And I'm going to take this chili. This chili, grown on my desk at work, it is, now I'll get this wrong, and my gardeners at Chelsea Visit Garden will tell me off. I think it's Nepali green chili. What I can say is it's eye-wateringly hot. So you don't have to put chili in this drink. I like it. It adds a different dimension. If you do put chili in, you're tasting chili. If you like it really hot, you have a really hot one. But we are putting mango and we are putting yogurt in, so you can be quite adventurous with your chili. So I'm going to put about half of this chili chopped into mine. So chopped up into relatively small pieces and pop it into my shaker. And then I'm going to remember to not touch my eyes, folks. Then we are going to get our Reposado tequila. And we are going to have to rinse out our shaker. So bear with me a second. don't want the strawberry syrup in this drink, so just giving it a quick rinse of my jigger. And I'm going to go actually up to 50 mils here. So this is a double. This really nice, really delicious, really smooth tequila, which I'm very happy with. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my rolling pin, my jigger, and I'm just going to bruise the chili in the glass. Just push it, just crush it a little bit, up against the side, just to release some of the chili flavour, just to release some of the oils. I'm not trying to make this like blow your head off hot, but I want to feel that there is chili in it, otherwise it's false advertising, right? So just give it a little bit of a bruise, just to help it, and then, oh, yeah, there we go. It's got some chili in it. That's the wrong lid. Okay, and then I'm just going to give it what we call a dry shake. So no ice, nothing else in. I'm just helping those flavours get to know each other. So just giving it a quick dry shake and helping that chili get to know that tequila. Fab. So pop that to the side. It's going to sit there, it's going to infuse. It is nice and spicy. Then I'm going to get my tin of Alfonso mango pulp. Give it a shake, because it can settle a little bit. And it's just like any other tin, ring pull. But on the inside, look at this. Look at this glorious stuff. Bright, beautiful orange. Give it a taste. Oh. So, I would quite happily, folks, it might be more of an ASMR video, sit here and just eat all of this mango pulp straight out of this tin forever. It on its own is fab. Chill it in the fridge. It's basically a dessert. And again, like the strawberries, fold it through some cream, pop it on some meringue. You are away. You are fab. So, we are going to make a drink with it though. What we're going to do, oh, it's so good, is we're going to take the can, and we're going to take our glass, and we're just going to pour it in. And I'm going to go about a third, bit more, just under half way up my glass. Form the basis of this. And then put that carefully where it won't stain your table. Then, I'm going to take some fat-free strained Greek yogurt. I want a Greek yogurt with a bit of acidity to it, because the mango is rather sweet. And then I'm going to take, this is a dessert spoon, just a heaped dessert spoon of the yogurt, and pop that straight into my mango pulp. Then, that's why I got my long Swizzler today. So something, we're going to break up that yogurt. Oh, look at the thickness. And we're just going to give it a nice stir. Just really blend up the yogurt and the mango pulp. And look, folks, this is basically a dessert. Oh, so good. And remember, if you're mixing drinks for people, don't keep double dipping the spoon. It's only because I get to do this on my own. So now what we have is a delicious mango smoothie without the need for any blender, which is the other thing you can do with this. Now I'm going to add in my chili-infused tequila. What I don't want to do is I don't want to get much of those lumps of chili in. It's okay if a little bit gets in, but I'm just going to use the lid to strain that slightly. And it's so thick that it sits on the top, so we're going to have to stir it in. So this is going to loosen it off a little. This is going to make it relax. We're going to give it a stir, get everything going nicely. So really getting it mixed in. And it's lovely and thick, so it does take a minute to mix in. Right, there we go. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And then just a few bits of ice here, just to chill it down, keep it nice and chilled. Popped in there. And as I say, if you keep the mango pulp in the fridge, then it will already be chilled. So if you take it out of the cupboard, more ice. If it's been chilled, the mango pulp, you're fine, you're flying. Then you find your straw, pop that in. Like a good milkshake, takes a bit of effort. Oh, and there you go. Creamy, sweet, chilled. You've got a bit of that kind of smoky woodiness. And then right at the back, it's just tickling with the heat. And as I say, I've used a really kicky, this chili makes my eyes water. But there you go, look at the colour on that. We're going for big, bright colours. Got our strawberry daiquiri. And now, we've got what I'm calling our spiked mango lassi. And I know it's not a proper lassi, folks. Mango pulp in a tin is the best. And the fiery kick from the chili on that, really good, really nice. Just rounds it out and makes it not a smoothie. And the tequila works really well. I wouldn't go for a tequila blanco, folks, so that's my piece of advice. A white tequila is going to fight the chili. A white tequila is going to fight the yogurt. The nice, rounded, smooth flavours of Reposado, something that's got a bit of age, something that's been aged oaked, is really good. I have to say, I am enjoying today's happy hour. I've got some great drinks to take me into the weekend. Let me know what you're drinking, folks. Let me know what you've got on the go. And any questions that you have. I'm pausing here and squinting to see. You get to see my beautiful humid hair. Getting it cut soon, hopefully. And then we'll make some more exciting fruit-based drinks. So I'll just do a quick run through for those who've just joined us. And anyone got any questions, they've got any thoughts about fruit, got any questions about other things, just holler at me and I'll see what I can answer. So we started with a daiquiri. We made that with our macerated strawberries, which we made by just combining strawberries and sugar and basil to make a basil and strawberry cold extracted syrup. And we mixed that with lime juice and some nice dark rum, just over some crushed ice, giving us our beautiful 3-ingredient daiquiri. Really refreshing. I'm going to be having a lot of them this weekend. That's now done. Absolutely fab drink to get us in. And then we've gone a little bit weirder. We've gone to the very exciting spiked mango lassi. And for this we made use of this awesome stuff. Alfonso mangoes are one of the best mangoes in the world, and you can buy their pulp in a tin. As I say, it's not 100% mango. I think it's 92% mango, bit of citric acid and some sugar syrup. But look, folks, it's so much cheaper than buying mangoes and pulping them. I could sit there and eat that all day. What we did is we took about just under half a glass of the mango pulp. We then mixed that with a heaped dessert spoon of yogurt, which we mixed together until it was blended. We then took a double measure of tequila, mixed that with a fiery, spicy green chili. Fruity indeed. And then we've popped those together, slackened it off, and just popped a bit of ice in. And now what I've got is this very thick, beautifully chilled. Sit it down, sit outside, slowly while away the afternoon, sipping on it with that little chili heat sitting at the back. It's making you happy. Just going, ooh, a little bit of chili heat. I like it. All right, folks. Interesting, yeah, mango and chili. But think about it, mango and chili works. It's not a crazy thing. You think about mango salads, you think about Vietnamese mango salads. Putting a fiery green chili with mango is a flavour combination that works really well. And that's kind of a little bit of a theme that we've got going through these fruity drinks. Is I've put the basil with the strawberries, I've put the chili with the mango, and when we move on to our next drink, which is going to be a roasted peach cooler, I'm going to put some mint in that. And I think this is always a really good way to play with fruit, particularly in cocktails, is to just provide it with a little bit of an accent, to provide it with something a bit fresher and brighter, that's going to really pull the flavour out. The other thing that we're going to look at, and we'll talk about it more when we move on to the peach cooler, is about the intensification of flavour. So I want us to think about the strawberries, right? When we make a cocktail, strawberries are delicious. But if you chill strawberries down, they lose flavour. So please do not take strawberries out of the fridge and then eat them. Please let them come up to room temperature. They will always taste better at room temperature. So what we wanted to do, because we're going to add ice to this drink, it's going to make the strawberry flavour die back, because always is the case that the flavours of things get killed by ice. But we want a nice cooling drink. So by adding the sugar and really intensifying the flavour into a syrup, we still retain that bright, delicious strawberry flavour, even though we bring down the temperature. Similarly, with the mango pulp, we've got like a cooking almost of that mango. We've got a blending and putting it into a nice compact thing. So it's been dehydrated slightly, and again, it gives you a more intense mango flavour. Which when we're mixing with other things, and when we are adding ice, is a good thing. So we want to intensify the flavour. So we're going to move on to our final drink. And as I say, folks, ask me questions. If I haven't got a mouthful of mango lassi, I will try and answer them. And as always, I want to know what you're drinking, especially if you're joining from the US, because I like to hear how you're poisoning your bodies at 9 a.m. It's always a good thing. So my final drink, I'm going to put in a tankard, because I was kind of thinking of like relaxed things. I like this. I made this tankard for my friend's stag do. We pretended we had a little pub, so I got little stickers. So it says the pod stag. So it's a stag do hangover, and it did create a hangover. So we're going to start this drink building it in the bottom. Now this is another thick drink. I want the fruits to be there. I actually want to feel the fibres. And the fruit we're using here is peaches. So one of my favourite things in the world is donut peaches. These beautiful things. Stone fruit, smells amazing. I love peaches. I could sit and eat peaches all day. In the sunshine, absolutely love them. They work really well in cocktails. Peach is a great flavour. You folks know. Oh, see, I forgot We'll be back. One sec. Rummaging around, you may have heard the clanking there, just to find the peach liqueur. So we've used this a lot, peach liqueur. I really like peach liqueur. It's a great addition to lots of cocktails. Really intense peach flavour, which we love. But it is quite watery. So if you want to really intensify peaches, one of the things I suggest, and it's a nice way of doing it, is to get yourselves these donut peaches. Just put them in a bit of tin foil, no sugar, don't add anything else. I've been experimenting with using Basil with my citrus, yes. A Basil-y whiskey sour is amazing, and it's really good. I do not drink it at 9 a.m. though. Well, you know, that's probably a good thing. And look, folks, as I said before, Basil is actually a type of mint. So it does work really well in a whiskey sour. Works perfectly with citrus. Anything where you might put mint, you can put Basil in. Basil goes with chocolate. Basil goes with ice cream. Goes with all sorts of things. So put into the tin foil a donut peach, which usually looks like that. Leave it for about half an hour, as high as the oven will go, and just really roast down your donut peaches. So I'm going to take one here, and then just take the skin off. It will just slide off. These have been cooled now. They've been cooling for a couple of hours. You can use them hot if you want. Makes no difference. I just did it when I had my lunch. And then what you get is this nice peeled peach, which if you have a little taste of it, which you should, because, you know, oh, caramelly. So we're going to pop that flesh straight in to the bottom of our drink. And I've done 2 peaches here. You can do 1 if you prefer. You can do half a peach. If you want to do it with a fresh peach, go for it. I recommend, however, just roasting up, just doing that. And you don't want the skin, because the skin will be a bit difficult in the drink. And we're just roasting it up just to really intensify those flavours, and we're gonna play with the roasted. So this is a roasted peach cooler. And look, if you are having a barbecue, then I would recommend just wrapping your peaches in a bit of tin foil, chucking them on that barbecue, or even just grilling them straight onto the grill. And again, just break it up with your fingers a little bit, pop it in, and then I'm going to, folks, just go and quickly rinse my hands, because otherwise I'm going to destroy the rest of my house, so bear with me. So, into the bottom of our little tankard there, we have now got our roasted peaches. I'm then going to get some fresh mint, because we have gone for quite roasted flavours, deep flavours, and that can just kick it back. So all I want here is just a nice sprig of mint like this. This will all keep very well, be used throughout, and just tear it, just bruise it a little bit, and pop that into the bottom there. And again, I'm going to get my trusty rolling pin, my giant jigger, and I'm just going to mash this a little bit, just to really bring out the mint, and just to pulp up, and just make that into a nice puree of. And that's why you want quite a tall glass for this. Look, if the idea of having the pulp in there is not for you, if you'd rather have a nice smooth drink, then you do this bit and then you can strain it. That's no problem, but I don't mind, I want the pulp in there. Vitamins, this is why I'll get my 5 a day. And I'm sure the doctor says, you know, it's 5 a day with several measures of rum, right? That's how it works. So, I've just pulped that up, that's good. Ah, minty and full of delicious, delicious peaches. So then I'm going to use this rum. So we used the dark rum earlier, normal dark rum, Mount Gay, really classic, like Mount Gay. This is an Old Navy rum, and it comes in at 60%. 60%. This is a strong rum, and we're going to use quite a lot of it. If you give this a little smell, it smells like molasses, it smells like caramel, and it's a really dark Demerara cane sugar rum. So it's picking up on those roasted peach flavours. So we're going to put a measure, there's a bit of tequila there, we're going to put a measure and a half again, so 1.5 measures. The reason, you could go for 2 if you're not using an Old Navy rum, but the reason I'm going for 1.5 measures is because it is 60%, so it can knock your socks off a little bit alcohol-wise, and I don't need that in my life. So, I'm just going to fortify myself with a sip of my Lassi. And then I'm going to get my little swizzler, and I'm going to mix the rum with my mashed up peaches, and just again bruising and making sure that all that mintiness comes in. And just then, you know, give it a little taste. Ah, yeah. I'm happy with that, folks. Roasted peaches, the kick of that 60% rum, and the nice edge, menthol edge of the mint. So then, what we're going to do is take the peach liqueur. See, this is a strong drink, folks. This is definitely a sipper, and we want a half measure of the peach liqueur. This is just going to help us kick up that peach flavour. So half a measure of the peach liqueur. Oh. These are designed to be sipped over a long period, by the pool, on your balcony. Give it another taste. Yes. And then, because we know we need to chill it, right? We're going to have some ice. So nice amount of ice in here. So at least 3 cubes if you can fit them. I might have gone for a slightly bigger glass maybe. And then what I'm going to do, not all the way up, but I've got just a nice peach juice, peach liqueur. And we're going to go all the way up, just to add a bit of peach. And then just, got to be a little bit careful here. Just combine that, get your, see, I'm going over the edge. It's gone. Try using a bigger glass. Just swizzle it round, just make it nice and combined. And again, it's quite a thick drink. You want the fruitiness. We're not afraid of a bit of pulp. And then just get another little sprig of mint, just for decoration. And look, if you want to put some sliced fresh peaches on this, it'll be fab. Just pop a little fresh mint in there. So there you go. That is the roasted peach cooler. Again, got to have a straw. Pop your straw in. And you got to chew this one, because it does have pulp in it. Might actually get stuck up your straw, like mine has, which is fine. 1 of 5 a day, as it dribbles down my face. So, a really, really nice drink, and actually quite a complex drink, because you've got that roasted peach flavour, you've got the fresh peach flavour, you've got the peach liqueur, and then sitting on the back of that, you've got the mint, which refreshes the palate, keeps you going back for more, and you've got that deep caramel and big alcohol kick from the navy rum. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. I also like that a lot. So, folks, those were our 3 fruity drinks for the day. I'll go over them in a minute. If you've got any questions, any thoughts, what are you drinking? What fruity, cooling, wonderful things are you having? It's always good to hear what other people are poisoning their bodies with while I'm doing this. So, today we started out, our plan was to think about what our holiday drinks were, because as I said, my holiday, my 30th birthday holiday, has been cancelled because of the wonderful and ever-present coronavirus. But there we go. So I was thinking, we can't go on our holidays, we can't have our sitting by the pool drinks, fruity drinks with loads of umbrellas and other things. So we're having our staycations, we're staying wherever we are, which we have to do. It's great, support the UK economy. If we're having our staycation, what can we have as our staycation drinks? We still can have these beautiful big fruity drinks. So, we've made 3 today, I'll just go through them quickly. We started off with a strawberry daiquiri, but we made it a bit special. So instead of just using the normal sugar syrup, bit of citrus and maybe adding a bit of fruit, we took strawberries, fresh strawberries, 400 grams of fresh strawberries, we chopped them up, put 150 grams of caster sugar with them and a handful of torn basil. Left them for 3 hours. And then they gave us this beautiful cold extracted strawberry and basil juice, which is absolutely delicious. On its own, it's delicious, over ice with a bit of soda water. But it's even more delicious if you add somewhere between 25 mils and 35 mils to the quarter of a juice of a lime and a single measure of dark rum. Pour that over smashed, cracked ice. Perfect daiquiri, really done. Really bright, really floral, really fresh, because what you've used is that cold extraction to intensify the strawberry flavours without cooking them, keeping them in that fresh point of view, which is absolutely fab. So, enjoyed that. I'm going to finish off this strawberry here, just because, you know, very fruity day. You guys have had to watch me eat a lot of fruit today. So, for our second drink, we created the wonderful spiked mango lassi. A thick drink, a drink that will fortify you in the summer heat. And the key to this drink was our beautiful Alfonso mango pulp. Really cheap, it's about £3 a tin. Great for all sorts of things, including chilling down and eating with a spoon out on your balcony. But what we did is we took half a glass of that mango pulp, just popped it straight into our glass. We took a heaped tablespoon of fat-free strained Greek yogurt, something with a bit of acidity and bite to it. Mix those together, and then we took 2 measures of a Resposado, so an aged tequila. In this instance, we used this one that I picked up today, which is a Vivar tequila. Got it in Waitrose, really nice. Just honestly, they're not telling me to plug it, I just picked it up today and I'm really pleased with it. We infused that with some excitingly bright, very hot green Nepalese chilies that were grown on my desk at Chelsea Physic Garden, and bruised them, gave them a dry shake, so it really infused the spice into that tequila. Mixed the tequila into our yogurt and our mango with a few bits of ice, and what we get is this beautiful, very thick, delicious mango lassi with a nice chili kick at the back of the throat, which just keeps it interesting and keeps chilled, and of course keeps you sweating because chili cools you down. And then for the final drink, I went for one of my favourites here, which is a roasted peach cooler. Just a nice peach drink. So what we did is we took a donut peach, 2 donut peaches, and we roasted them in the oven for about half an hour until they really intensified down and went caramelly and gooey and oozy. And we took the skin off those, popped them straight into our glass, I'd say slightly bigger glass than the one I've gone for, and tore up the flesh a little bit, and popped them straight in there. We then took a sprig of fresh mint, tore it up, bruised it, popped it in there, got our muddler, mashed it up until they were quite pureed, which is what we absolutely want. Then we took a measure and a half of Wood's Navy rum. So Navy rum is generally somewhere in the region of 60%, and it's a dark caramel, really intense, much darker than a standard dark rum. We added a measure and a half of that, and we measured a half measure of peach liqueur. Mixed those together, added some ice, and then just topped it up with some nice peach juice, because peach juice is fab, really delicious. Then, sprig of mint, nice bit of a straw, and what you got there is a sweet, but kind of sophisticated, caramel, minty, interesting cold drink that can just sit on the side, on the balcony, in the sun, put it into a thermos flask, put it into a jug, take it with you on a picnic for our staycation. So folks, I hope that you enjoyed the happy hour. I've not been an hour. I've gone really quickly today. Don't know why I've gone so quickly. So I'll stick around for a couple of minutes if anyone has any questions, any thoughts about fruit and how they can use fruit, any of the methods that I've used today, any questions about those. I'll stick around for the next sort of minute or so and see if anyone has any of those things. But otherwise, it's been great chatting to you, as always. Really enjoy doing these happy hours, particularly when it's boiling hot outside and I get to sit here and drink nice, cooling, fruity drinks. And I think what I'm going to do now is put my feet up, sit on my balcony, finish this mango lassi, finish this peach cooler, and watch the sun. So have a fantastic weekend, folks. Enjoy the sunshine, and as always, please stay safe.